The book of Matthew is one of my favorite books of the Bible. One of the reasons I enjoy it so much is because of its large portions of Jesus' teachings. And it gives us insight to what Jesus was thinking as he ministered to the people around him. In Matthew chapter 9, Jesus gives us a glimpse of how he ministered to the people and how we can be involved in the process. Starting in verse 35, it says, Jesus traveled through all the towns and villages of the area, teaching in the synagogues and announcing the good news about the kingdom. And he healed every kind of disease and illness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them because they were confused and helpless like sheep without a shepherd. He said to his disciples, "The harvest is great, but the workers are few. So pray to the Lord who is in charge of the harvest. Ask him to send more workers into his fields." There's a few things we can learn from this verse. First, it says Jesus went through all the towns and villages in the area. He didn't think of one town or one specific area of town as more holy or better than the other. Next, we learn that he boldly proclaimed the good news and he healed the crowds of every kind of sickness and disease. It culminates by saying the reason he did this was because when he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them. Finally, he commands his followers to pray for more workers because the harvest was so great. Here's my encouragement for us today. As we look at the world around us, it's easy to see that the fields are ripe with harvest. Personally, and at least here in the United States, I have not seen an openness to Christianity like this in my lifetime. As we look around the country, we see hundreds of college campuses experiencing revival and encounters with God. Thousands of young adults are getting baptized through these events, and we are seeing even more and more people come to Christ. In fact, I believe we are seeing an outpouring on this generation that we have been praying for many years. So what are we supposed to do about it? Well, let's look back at Matthew chapter 9. Jesus first had compassion on the crowds because he saw them as sheep without a shepherd. Some might look down at this generation by the way they dress, talk, or act, but God looks at them with compassion, and he calls us to do the same. Everywhere Jesus went, he shared the good news. We must also be willing to share the good news to this generation and to the world around us. Today, God is calling us to step out and step into a new season of faith where we are making a difference in the next generation. As Jesus said, the harvest is great, but the workers are few. So pray to the Lord who is in charge of the harvest. Ask him to send more workers into his fields.